to Jewel for Real. Today is my 14-week bump date. Yes, I'm now 14 weeks pregnant. It seems to be going pretty fast so far. Speak to me when I'm in the third trimester. I might not say that. Right now, I feel like it's going pretty fast. Some different things have happened since my 12-week bump date that I will be talking about. Some of the things I'm going to be discussing is I had some issues with varicose veins. Nasty, but yes, I've had some issues which I've never had in any of my other pregnancies. I've also had to deal with, I also got my high-risk blood test back. I will be going over that. Just some different other things, so stay tuned. I found out that when your baby is 14 weeks, it is the size of a lemon. Yes, a little lemon. I found out also the baby can squint, frown, grimace, and have different facial expressions. It can also pee, and it also makes bowel movements that, like meconium, that will end up being in its first bowel movement after it's born. So yeah, it's doing that stuff right now. And it also can bring its thumb up and suck its thumb. I don't know if it'll be a thumb sucker or not. At this point, at 14 weeks, the body is bigger than its head, like in proportion. So the body's growing more than its head right now to compensate, because when they're really little, the head is bigger than the body. The baby's hair is sprouting on its head and it's on its eyebrows and different other things. So the baby's hair is sprouting everywhere, and we'll get to soon when the baby's born, I guess the hair color that it will end up having after birth is being decided right about now. I found out I'm in the second trimester, number 2. I'm so excited because personally I don't really like the first trimester because you're dealing with tiredness, nausea, possible miscarriage, and nervous about the miscarriage stuff. Getting like your high risk test and waiting to hear back about that, and just different things. I'm so excited to be past that, and that means the nausea is going to be subsiding soon, hopefully. That means the tiredness, it will hopefully be subsiding soon. I feel like it's already started to subside. I found out that the baby is okay, at least for right now, and I hope it stays that way. So I like the second trimester. My favorite trimester out of all 3, because it's where you have the most amount of energy, it's where you feel the most healthy, the most full of life, and it's where your belly looks the cutest. I'm just gonna say, you get into the third trimester, I think it's like at around 27 weeks, and I just don't think, it still is cute, your belly, but it's getting to the point where it's pretty big. That's the time to get pictures of your belly. I talked in my 12 week about getting a high risk blood test, but I didn't have it back yet at my 12 week. Now, at 14 weeks, I've had the high-risk blood test back. They called me with the results. And so far, the baby is, they said, perfectly healthy. They rule out Down syndrome, chromosomal abnormalities, and some different other gender-specific abnormalities. I don't know much about the test, but the test is supposed to be 99% accurate in predicting these things. Of course, it's not 100%. It's not completely accurate. Somebody's got to be in the 1%. I found out that, the baby's healthy, and like, would I have disliked the baby less or decided to get rid of it if there was problems? No. I would have totally dealt with it if the cards were, dealt to me, and I would have loved the baby no less than any of the other babies. I am excited to hear that it's probably a healthy baby, because when you have 4 kids, your hands are really full already. And then the other thing I found out in the high-risk test is the gender. Yes, me and hubby already know the gender of the baby, so I can't talk to you guys anymore about what I think it is, and we opened an envelope together after the kids were in bed the other night, and we plan to share that with you guys in a gender reveal video on Family for Real in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that. We're waiting to do a gender reveal video until we have a gender reveal party for our family, because our family doesn't even know the gender yet. Our kids don't know, my parents don't know, his parents, nobody knows but us. So we never had an ultrasound yet, but from what I read online and what I was told is that the blood test is more accurate than the ultrasound. They're going off of DNA. If they see like Y chromosomes, then they can tell you it's a boy. If they see X chromosomes, and no Y chromosomes floating in it, they can tell you that it's a girl. And I guess the test is 99.2% accurate. I guess there's always that 0.08% that you could be in. Highly unlikely. I asked the midwife, should I be telling everybody and having a gender reveal party now, or should I be waiting till the ultrasound? And she says, yeah, it's 99.2% accurate, and I think you're pretty safe to announce it to everybody whenever you want. So I would be pretty certain that it is what it says it is on the paper. With that said, we're probably not going to wait till the ultrasound to share with everybody because that's just too long. I'm 14 weeks. I'm not having my ultrasound till 20 weeks. I just can't imagine keeping quiet for another 6 weeks about it to the family until we have the ultrasound, and then after the ultrasound and when we plan a party. I am not good at secrets and a secret keeper. That would be really long for me to keep a secret. So we're excited though to find out what we're having because I'm a planner. I like to plan. I like to know which room is the baby going in and start thinking about names more in detail. I mean, I start thinking about boys' names and girls' names already, even before I know the gender, but I don't really start narrowing the names down until I know the exact gender. Because it's stressful trying to think of both set of names and narrowing both down. At least to me. So I like to be able to wash clothes and get them in the drawers and just prepare and plan. And that's what we plan to do. Yeah, so we were really excited to find out the gender. It was so neat to open up the envelope together because we never have done anything like that before. We either found out at the ultrasound together, or the last time with Kellyanna, when I was pregnant with her, they told me after the high-risk blood test, but they told me over the phone, just me, and then I announced to Randy. We didn't both find out at the same time. Randy said he would like for us both to find out at the same time again this time. So I waited a couple more days for them to mail out the envelope and for the envelope to come in the mail. And then when it came in the mail, we opened it up together and experienced that together. And it was actually really fun and really exciting to do that together. And I wish I could do that with Kellyanna, but, you know, just didn't think about it. She called me up to talk to me about the high-risk test and tell me what I was having with that pregnancy, and I just didn't think to wait until Randy was around. Since then, I also got my thyroid checked again because I haven't been feeling well, guys. I've been really tired, like really tired. And I'm like, well, maybe it's pregnancy tiredness because I know you can be very tired with pregnancy, especially in the first trimester. And I just entered the second trimester where you can start to feel more energized. But I was just like, I just feel like a little more tired than I did with all the other pregnancies. And with all the other pregnancies, I didn't have hypothyroid. And this is the first pregnancy I'm having hypothyroid. And I just feel like, I think there's more to it than just pregnancy tiredness. So once you are diagnosed with hypothyroid and you get pregnant, you're supposed to get your blood tested every month because the baby requires and needs you for its thyroid. It really doesn't have a functioning thyroid until the second trimester. And even with the second trimester, they say usually it doesn't have its own fully functioning thyroid to depend on until more like 20 weeks pregnant. Before that, it's dependent on you and your thyroid. So you need a functioning thyroid, and if you don't have that, it can definitely increase your chances of miscarriage, and I didn't want that. You know, it's important to get it checked every month, month and a half throughout your pregnancy. It was a month and a half since I had gotten it checked before. Kind of put it off a little bit. And I got it checked again and found out by my doctor when he got back to me that it was normal, but it was on the low end of normal. They definitely said it could have been leading to my tired symptoms and not feeling the greatest. They bumped up my thyroid medication. I'm on a thyroid medication called Thyroid, and I'll be getting more into my whole experience with hypothyroid another time in another video. But yeah, I'm on a natural thyroid medication that I still pick up at the pharmacy, but it's not what most people are on, like Synthroid. And I like being on something more natural. So I bumped up my Thyroid now by a 1/4 grain. I just bumped it up a couple days ago, so it'll probably take a little bit to really kick in and make me start feeling more energized, but I can tell it's starting to work a little bit already. I already feel less tired than I did. I still feel tired, but less tired. So I think it's a combination of bumping up my medication and getting out of the first trimester here. So both combined are leading to less tiredness. And that I'm happy about because I need more energy. I got lots of things to do, lots of things to plan for. I got homeschooling to plan for the fall. I got a baby. to plan for, and 4 kids just to take care of and clean the house. I need my energy. Some symptoms I've been experiencing since 12 weeks is definitely my digestive system has slowed down even more, I would say. And I've been definitely, I know it's more TMI, but I am a person that's real. So I've been gassy. Yes, the word gassy. My digestive, like I said, in pregnancy, your digestive system just completely slows down, and I just been burping, and you know what? A bunch. Like, it just is so crazy, like, the pregnancy symptoms you have that people don't talk about. People don't talk about this stuff. They should. I didn't know I was dealing with all this stuff when I was first getting into my first pregnancy. Nobody shares this stuff. It is what it is. The one big thing that happened to me since my 12-week bump date is I started suffering from varicose veins. And that will be on Family for Real. I actually landed in the ER because of it, because my veins, my one vein that I have in my one leg started protruding and hurting me and paining me and throbbing me. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And I called the midwife to explain my symptoms and stuff to her. And she was like, you need to go to the ER right now because this could be a possible blood clot. And we want to make sure, because apparently in pregnancy you have an increased chance for blood clots during pregnancy. So she was concerned about that. She said, I don't want to take any chances because it could go to your heart or your brain and then you could die. With 4 kids that I have to take care of and being pregnant myself, I didn't want to take any of those chances or risks. So I went to the ER, got checked. Luckily they did an ultrasound of my leg, because it's only the one leg. It's not both. It was just the one. And everything was open. Nothing was clotted. So they ended up releasing me and sending me home and just said, keep it elevated at different times. It's kind of early to be getting this problem, because usually varicose veins do happen in pregnancy, especially the more pregnancies you have, but usually not this early. Usually not till, like, I would say more towards your 3rd trimester. And I never had it with 3 out of 4 of my kids. Talieco and Brody never had a varicose vein problem. With Kellyanne, I started to have a varicose vein problem, but not till my 3rd trimester. This is new to me with my 5th baby, dealing with varicose veins just the very beginning of my 2nd trimester. So I'm going to have to invest in support stockings, compression stockings, not what you want to hear over the summertime. Yeah, I'm going to have to wear them while I'm like at home, maybe when I'm not out at night, and when it starts to get fall and winter and gets cooler, then I can wear it all the time. And by then I'll be more into the 3rd trimester. The doctor says to elevate it different times throughout the day. And I also got a chiropractic adjustment, thinking maybe I had an impingement in my back that was causing that, because my left side of my back was hurting in my lower back, and it like my sciatic area, and I thought it was on the same side as the vein in my leg, and I thought maybe it's correlated. So I went into the chiropractor, got an adjustment, and I think it's helped. I mean, it definitely helped my back, and I go to the chiropractor every 3-4 weeks right now while I'm pregnant. It definitely helped my back, and I think it might help my vein in my leg too, because it's been bothering me less. But yeah, so that video is going to be up on Family for Real. It might already be up by the time this video goes up. So take a look over at Family for Real. ER visit. It will say something about ER visit. I love pregnancy, but I just could do without some of these complications. But it is what it is. You sacrifice what you got to do to meet your little one and hold them in your arms and love them, and they're worth it. So guys, that is it for my 14-week bump date. It was pretty crazy, like I said, between 12 and 14 weeks, because I had the gender and high risk test come to me. I had the vein complications, finding out I had a low functioning thyroid. Hopefully between my 14 and 16 week, it's a little bit less news that I have to offer you, and it's a little more normal. Oh, and I will add real quick that I was able to get my maternity clothes out since the last time. I said to you guys, by my 14 week, I sure hope I have maternity clothes out by then. I'm wearing a maternity shirt right now for the first time. And I didn't really actually get it out. Like, I'm getting lazy because with my other pregnancies, I actually took out all my normal clothes, put up and hung all my maternity clothes. In 8 months when I had the baby, I did it all again. Took all the maternity clothes out, put all the normal clothes in. I was okay with that. But now that I'm on to my 5th baby, I was like, I'm getting lazy about it. I'm like, do I really need to take the time to like unload it all from the bins and hang it all up and take all the other stuff out? So what I'm doing is just storing bins right outside my closet that are maternity bins and living out of bins for the next 8 months. When I posted it on my Facebook feed, I had several people say, I started doing that with my 2nd or 3rd baby already. I guess I lasted pretty long then, that I waited until my 5th baby to do that. But anyway, guys, I will talk more at my 16-week bump date. Until then, guys, give my video a thumbs up and be sure to leave comments below and tell me what you thought of the video. Tell me what you experienced during pregnancy. Tell me videos that you would like to see in the future from me. I'm working on videos that other people requested. I really, truly am. I'm doing a girls and boys room tour now that will be up sometime in the next month. And I'm also going to be working on more homeschooling videos and my Lyme disease video. Some different people requested that. So I will be working on that. Also, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I have lots of ideas and videos that are going to be on its way to you. Until next time, guys, fly high and dream big.